Hello, everyone. Welcome to Shark Home Brewing. And as a lot of you know, that Sadie is no longer with us. Um, Basically, this is kind. Kind of been waiting a little time to do this. Because I feel like I can keep composed for the most part. Yeah. So on Monday, December 5th. Basically, we had to put down Sadie. Um, yeah, because her health over the prior weekend was her quality of life was just it was not it was unfair to her kind of thing. So, and she got really sick on Monday morning, so I took her into the vets, and they gave us a couple options, and so unfortunately we decided to put her down kind of thing. So, but yeah, I mean, she was a really great dog, as some of you saw, kind of thing. So, and to be honest, we got lucky because, um, when our prior dog passed away, we kind of waited, and then I got to a point where I was like, you know what, I'm kind of ready for a dog, and I was like, okay, I want to do a rescue. I want to look for rescues and stuff like that. So we were gonna do a Springers, like the same dog as Sadie, kind of and stuff. And but it was just to get risky dogs, you gotta have to do more interviewing, background checks, and all kind of thing, which was no big deal. So, but I was looking for a relatively young dog. I mean, 2, 3 years old, kind of thing. I didn't want really want an older dog. So but so we kept looking, and there was really nothing that I guess suited us, our criteria per se. And there was at the time too. There wasn't really any available. So we said, well, and by chance I happened to run across a breeder that was in our area. I mean, not they were a few hundred miles away, but so and it's like, and their two Springers had a litter kind of thing. So like, okay, and like, so they kind of posted pictures and whatever. Well, we were looking for. I wanted to get this one or a certain one I wanted to get, and basically I kept him and hawing, and basically I said, okay, well, yeah, let's do it. Well, by the time the breeder said, well, no, we already sold that one. I'm like, oh, okay. So, and I was like, okay, well, it's meant to be kind of thing. So I told him I understood. Then the next day, I got contacted again, and it says, "Well, we do have one more that it was we were gonna keep her, and we could basically make her a show dog, I think, kind of thing." I said, "Well, so, but we decided no, we'll do that." I said, "Oh, okay, I will." Obviously, this was great news and kind of thing, and because basically and we went through all the stuff, and we said, well, we told us, well, we're not. So we're gonna spade her, kind of thing. We're not gonna. She's not gonna have any puppies, and they kind of went, well, okay, well, I was like, well, if you don't want to, that's. It's basically this is our criteria. So, but anyways, we reluctant. So, um, and they were pretty nice about it. They actually drove Sadie down to us. So basically, she was born in March of 2010, and we actually got her in middle of July. So that's what, 5 months. So she was 5 months old. So I mean, so she was already kind of trained on the potty training. Certain things. So we didn't really have to go through that puppy stage kind of totally. Obviously she was still a puppy, obviously, but so that's how we got hold of her. So, but yeah, after that we said, okay, we're gonna, because the prior one we didn't really train too well, so I was like, okay, this one we're gonna go dog training and all that. I mean, obedience training and whatnot. So it's like, okay, and so she was doing really good. So we did the puppy training, like a tricks training, and I think there was like intermediate. I mean, kind of. And so basically when we did that, and she did really good on all those. I mean, kind of thing. Because obviously you reward her treats, and she loved her treats. And so, but yeah. So then the trainer, I think we were the last. I think the trick was the last one that we were gonna do. Then we were kind of okay. It was, and she came over and said, "Well," I said, "Oh yeah, thank you." Well, she said, "Well, why?" I said, "Well, like, you're not doing anymore." Said, no, we got what we wanted. She says, "Well, to be honest, I wish you guys would do the advanced and stuff." I said, "Well, why?" She says, "Well, because Sadie's temperament it'd be really good for visiting like hospitals and senior homes and kind of thing." And we went, well. And there was still we had time to think about it, kind of thing. So and time basically we just moved on and kind of like, and we were still in contact with the trainer because we would see her at the pet store. I mean, pet store, and where we get our dog food and whatnot. So we would see her. So and so we never did that. It's like that's kind of one of the things I wish we kind of shared Sadie a little bit more, kind of thing. So I mean, because when we would walk around our neighborhood and stuff like that, everybody loved her. I mean, the kids and the parents, wherever, they would all come out and want to say hello to Sadie and kind of thing. So it was one of those like, yeah, but we never did. So, but yeah, no, she loved, I love going on the car rides. I love going places. She loved chasing after squirrels, raccoon. I mean, all the critters. I mean, especially when she was a puppy. So we were going on these walks, and we had these little crickets kind of thing running around. So she would go chase around and go get the bugs, let's get the bugs, go get the bugs, kind of thing. And so, but yeah, so it was kind of funny. And then we didn't really outgrew that. We didn't chase too many bugs later on, but she still went after squirrels and possums because we would have some in our backyard passing through, kind of thing. But yeah, and then she loved. We would play with toys, but she would never, like, some dogs, they would chew them up and just like within seconds. But she never really did. Only she would go after like the little tags where they're made, that kind of thing, and she would chew on that, and that was the only thing. For the most part, I think as far as I remember, she only chewed up one toy, kind of thing. So she played with all her toys. I mean, she would go through spurts of each one, kind of thing. And there were some that eventually she would just, because she would always get one for her birthday, one for Christmas, and if we just saw a cute one, kind of thing. So she had a handful. So obviously she's got a lot of toys that were left over. So that we're gonna, I'm finding a local shelter that will take them. So I'm trying to get them hopefully by next week, and that way some of these dogs will have a toy for their Christmas. Because Sadie did love Christmas. Because every Christmas morning we basically, because we couldn't leave the toy out under the tree because if she would go after it and things. So basically we would hide it from her and come out. And it was just wrapped up in tissue paper. It wasn't anything fancy, but she loved tearing it out and playing with it. Basically, it was like my toy. Did not want to share, so it was kind of funny. And you will see that in the video that I'm gonna do for her. So following this, there will be another video just basically showing pictures I took and kind of memories, little snippets of memories and kind of thing with that and stuff. So yeah, so I mean, she was kind of funny because our prior Springer, she loved the water. So like, okay, we're gonna see if they're safe. In the beginning, she kind of didn't care for it, once she kind of got used to it and learned it, it was like, oh, game on. It's like, okay, you're not getting me out. But the funny thing is, I had to go out swimming with her. If I was on, say, on the beach and whatever, she'd go, mm-mm. I had to go out with her. So it was like, again, like we were almost inseparable. So she didn't want to be away with me for the most part. So yeah, so she loved doing all that swimming. And also going for the walks and seeing the people. I mean, she loved doing that. Car rides, we would go takeouts and stuff like that. Drive-through take. I mean, we would go through this. So she would go along with us, and we would go day trips, and we would take her with us for the most of the time. Okay, I mean, so she pretty much almost went everywhere with us. It was the only rare occasion here that she stayed home by herself, or we put her in a kennel for the day, kind of thing. So, but yeah, I mean, I got so many memories and stuff like that. It's skipping my mind right now. But yeah, we were, like I said, how we got her and stuff like that. We were very blessed to have got her, kind of thing. So that's what makes it hard, kind of thing. Of just some of her backstory, kind of thing. But yeah. Again, as I said, and so then also she was getting older and stuff like that. And so then, like I said, her health pretty much deteriorated to the point where we had to make that decision. And I said it was really hard because I was my best friend, my bud. And I always tease her. I always used to tease her, "You're the bud of all buds, there, bud," kind of thing. So, and we would sit out in front, and she would people walk by in the evening, where she would just sit and watch the neighborhood. And I said everybody knew Sadie, and so if she ever got lost, they all knew where she belonged. I think so. Kind of thing. So, but yeah, we were all hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. I mean, I'm kind of probably the worst of the bunch, and so, but yeah, I kind of wanted to do this. I was hesitant doing this. I kind of like, then I just like, kind of get some little bit of stories about Sadie, and maybe on my people's panels if it gets around to that, maybe I'll share some more. And I said, and I did another video, kind of showing little snippets of her life, kind of thing. So I hope you guys watch that, all of it. But yeah, so thank you for all your thoughts and prayers and well wishes. It was well received. I kind of appreciate that I had that kind of support out there. So didn't really have to lean on it too much, but I was close. So, but anyways, thank you. And obviously, Sadie, I'm sure she appreciated being part of all you guys' your community to a certain extent. So, until then, thank you, and rest in peace, Sadie.